Hey all, thanks for tuning in today. I'm Tina Overbury, and I'm going to talk to you about my number one habit. And it took me a while, I have to say. I have been in this industry for 9 years, and it took me a while to figure out that although I understood that consistency is king and or queen or whatever you want to call it, consistency leads to results, and consistency really supports duplication, which is what this industry is all about. And it's where your success lies. I hadn't really figured out what that means in terms of, well, how many hours a week does it take to work your business? So, my number one habit for success in this business is 15 hours a week. And I use the word habit rather than system because systems are things that we tend to think of as, well, I'm just going to follow that 8-step system or that 3-step system. And it's that thing that kind of lives outside of our expertise, outside of our mindset, outside of those things that we don't even have to think about. A system is something we have to think about, but a habit is something we just do. So I want you to think about some of the habits that you have in your life already. One of my habits, of course, is a cup of coffee in the morning. Now, I have a new habit this year, and my new habit is a glass of hot water with lemon. And I do that every day, thanks to my dear, dear, dear friend, Miel Bernstein, who has a great business, actually, called Food for Thought, Growing Healthy Habits for Life. And I was someone who didn't have a lot of great food habits. So really, it was working with her where I started to really get this whole habit concept. Not really being a habitual person. I'm most definitely a creative, even a bit of a maybe a gypsy mindset, and I'm not really someone who has had a lot of habits. I've had a lot of basic things that I do, like I'm a mom to 3 kids, so I know if I don't get that laundry in the morning, it ain't happening by the end of the day. And I know that if by 10 o'clock in the morning, I haven't figured out what we're having for dinner, then probably 4 o'clock in the afternoon is going to roll around and I'm going to be hooped. So, habits are things that we don't think about, we just do them. You could say, I have a habit of getting the laundry in the morning. You could say, I have a habit of choosing what we're having for dinner by 10 o'clock in the morning. You could say, I now have a habit of drinking a glass of water with lemon in it in the morning, and I do. And I called her up recently, called Miel up recently, just I guess at the top of this year, and I said to her, I'm ready for a new healthy habit, a new health habit. And here's how I knew I was ready. I knew I was ready because I had inhabited the last thing she had me do. So let's use this water and lemon as an example. In the beginning, that having a glass of water and with lemon in it was this thing on my to-do list for about I guess 3 weeks. And then after 3 weeks went by, that glass of water and lemon, I didn't think about it anymore. It was habitual, which meant it was time to add a new habit. So I've been adding, I think I'm probably up to maybe 5 new habits with her. And so that's 5 things that I now do for myself that I don't think about anymore. And then it got me to thinking, well, there are business habits. There are strong business habits that we want to put into place in our life and in our business practice that we don't want to think about. And the first one for me is 15 hours a week. What I'd like you to consider today is opening up your calendar and looking at your calendar and saying, gosh, do I have 15 hours a week that I can give to my relationship marketing business, my network marketing business? Do I have that? Do I know where that sits? Now, your 15 hours a week might look different than my 15 hours a week. I know my 15, at least half of those 15 hours is spent doing what I call income producing activity. At least half. In fact, for me, it's about 8. 8 hours are spent doing income producing activity. Can you still hear me? Oh, I just adjusted my mic. Forgive me. Okay. And then I've got some other things that I do, whether it's admin, putting orders in, following up with people, and I have some, some training time and some education time. But what I know for sure is that if I haven't put 15 hours a week into my business, I am not going to be getting the results that I need to get out of my business that will ensure the paycheck that I want at the end of the month. So my success habit number one for you is to open up your calendar and figure out where you can habitually work your business. For example, for me, I do 2 hours a day from 1 to 3. I have it in my phone. So a little alarm comes up now that says, Mom, time, work time, 1 to 3. Now I had to put that alarm in so that I would remember because I wasn't habitually doing it for a while. So mine is 1 to 3. Monday to Thursday is my income producing activity, and the other hours I have in other bits of my week. So I don't know where yours is, but I want you to consider, where does your 15 hours a week fit, and practice that for about 3 weeks. Because in about 3 weeks, those 15 hours are not going to feel like an external thing anymore, a to-do list anymore. They're going to feel like that thing that you just do. And then I want you to teach your teams to do the same. So thanks for tuning in. Here's to your 15 hours a week. Here's to strong business habits. I believe in your business. I believe in your business smarts, and I believe in you. So here's to next time. Thanks, everyone. Did I get it?